Appliance.com.
Awesome. So I'm gonna have that up while you're talking.
Okay.
Hey, Reggie.
Yep.
I can't go live.
It says we're live right now.
Oh, we're live now.
No,
Surprise! Hey.
Encompass University is not live. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Look, we have a couple of guests here in the studio. I'm going to turn it over to Reggie. I'm going to let Reggie introduce Roxanne. And Roxanne, we're going to give Roxanne her day in the spotlight. So, Reggie, take it away, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, she's the spotlight in the day.
I totally agree.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us at Encompass University here. We need to switch the logo. There's actually an Encompass University logo when you get in the corner. And hey, we're in the middle of the day, so I call this the West Coast friendly version.
Yep.
for our friends 3 hours behind. And so here we bring you free appliance repair training. HVAC gets all the attention, and so we're here to help fill the gaps in the industry with training. Mitch, what are we training on today, brother?
Our favorite ice maker, the Samsung Flex Icemaker.
Yes, and Roxanne, I know where you at, Nick? Roxanne?
Sorry?
So where you broadcasting from?
I'm from just south of you.
Yes, way south.
So south, lines south of us.
Just one.
So south. If ice makers break down where she is, it's a big deal.
It is.
So here, in the U.S., we consume. I think what's the statistic? 4 or 10 times the amount of ice than anywhere else in the world. Which is amazing. So yeah, it's an emergency.
It's a very American thing to use ice. If you go to Europe, no one takes ice in their drink, which sucks.
And here it's just as bad as the whole refrigerator going out. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
And I think you got to keep handy those old school ice trays, right? Mix the water, and you got to, if you break, they always crack at some point. So we're here to Mitch is going to train on that. I want to introduce Miss Roxanne Cross from the Appliance Repairmen. She was at Encompass Day, and I think it's very important to bring you on, Roxanne, because our customers probably need more text than any work, but also it's important quality of work, right? And so one of the issues, right, is, you got warranty work out there, and a lot of people really hate warranty work because it doesn't pay a lot. Sometimes it's slow at paying, but it's a great way to build your business where, it's guaranteed work. You really don't have to advertise so much. Reviews don't hurt you as bad, right? So it has its pros and cons. And then the other side, you got COD work, right? That's, you go in and the customer pays you directly. That's great. Downside of that is, right, you're very heavily dependent on great reviews, so you're not bashed online. Marketing to get that type of business. And so your brain kind of thinks, what will be in between the appliance repairman, in my opinion? So, Roxanne, I'm going to let you take from here. Tell us all about what you got. And I'm going to screen share your website, too.
Okay, so Reggie's right. I'm kind of the in-between. I'm in the middle. I'm the cheese in the sandwich, everybody's favorite. And I represent the Appliance Repairmen. Essentially, we are job providers. I do not like to use the word leads. I hate that word because they're real jobs. So if you are a technician and you are looking for ways to build your business and to find more work, I'm the girl you need to talk to. Reggie up on the screen right now has our website. So essentially, you register for, hey, Reggie, guess how much we charge to register and to start taking jobs with us? Any guesses?
Yes, let me guess. At least a diagnostic fee, right? You're gonna charge a diagnostic fee, and then maybe the repairman makes the tech makes the money off the repair. So $60, $80.
That's your guess for what we charge for like a monthly membership fee?
No, every job.
Oh, every job. No, you're way off. We actually charge. This is the answer across the board. With techs ask me, how much do you guys charge per lead? As I mentioned, I don't like that word. How much do you charge as a monthly membership fee, sign-up fee, fee? And the answer is $0. We don't charge anything to sign up, to use our platform, or to take jobs. The customer, the technician, never has to reach into his pocket and pull out his wallet or his credit card to pay me anything. We make our money, as Reggie said, strictly off of the service call fee. So we get that from the customer. It's not even that the technician has to collect it and then give it to us through the back door. Now we get it directly from the customer, and the technician collects their payment from the customer. So the way I like to say it is, if the customer is the one who needs the service, then the customer should be the one paying. And that's kind of the mantra we follow here. So you get on board. Sorry?
So let me ask you, this is what the catch is. I'm gonna figure it out because this is too good to be true. So the catch is, you guys have to order the parts so you can mark it up and make money that way, right?
Wrong again. If you have your own parts distributor, such as Encompass, or if you have a parts distributor in your town,
there is no or. There's no
responsibility to get the part. So whether they do it through a fantastic company like Encompass, hashtag lean on your rep, or whether you get it through your own parts supplier, you are getting your own parts, and therefore you can mark them up if you wish. So no, everything that has to do with the repair is the technician's responsibility. They go out there, they provide the estimate directly to the customer. They don't need my approval or anybody's approval. The customer's approval really is the one that matters, because they're the one that's paying. So they pitch their fee directly to the customer. If they say yes, you move forward, you get the part, you do the repair, you get paid, bada bing, it's done and it's over. It didn't cost you a dime. We got our money from the customer, technician got their money from the customer. Reggie, where'd you go? You left me. I mean, I could keep talking. I was at Encompass Day. I don't know if any of you guys watching were also at Encompass Day, but I was there. I got to meet several of you. That was a lot of fun. I'm still very grateful to Encompass for having let me come down and say hi to them. So if any of you are interested in reaching out to me and getting started and maybe growing your business, whether you're new in the industry, you just maybe got out of training school and you're looking to take on more jobs, or if you have a fully fledged business that's booming and thriving, but sometimes you just got to fill those open spots. You have a couple slots in your calendar that you're trying to fill up, you can go ahead and reach out to me. You can reach me at 855-290-1600. Again, 855-290-1600. Or you can go to our website, which is 11appliance.com. So www.11, the number 11, appliance.com. That'll take you straight to the website that Reggie just had up on the screen. And it's just a matter of signing up and getting started. The sign up process doesn't take very long. So if you guys are interested, just come my way and I can help you out. And I don't know if Reggie is in this room with me or if Mitch is, because I feel like I'm by myself here. So I might just have to teach this ice maker repair class on my own now.
No, I'm actually here. I'm here.
Okay.
So I have one thing for you, Roxanne.
Sure.
Do you charge more because it's a refrigerator, or is it all one standard price?
No, sir. We do charge more for some appliances, and the rationale is that some appliances are more difficult to get a repair on. So for example, a dishwasher is kind of a harder sell because they're kind of disposable these days, and customers would rather just go out and buy a new one. So in the example of the dishwasher, we charge $95. So the customer pays us $95. We keep the same $70 as always, but there's a $25 difference there off the top that we give to the technician. So they get to keep that difference in addition to whatever they make off of the repair. And this applies to a couple of appliances: dishwashers, microwaves, commercial appliances, weekend jobs. we charge a little more, and the foam off the top goes to the tech.
Great. That's what I was wondering.
All right. Sorry, guys, my hotspot died on me in the middle of the broadcast.
I was thinking I was going to have to teach this class on my own. Just make it
Well, it's all right there. You can go ahead and take it away if you want to. I mean, they'd much rather look at you than my ugly mug.
Step one, make sure it's plugged in. And then after that, you'll
Sound advice. So, so you guys definitely reach out to Roxanne. As I was going in and out, I heard you get your information. So, y'all reach out and supplement your business with the Appliance Repairmen. Great gig. And,
so 855-290-1600, www.11appliance.com. You have to add in the www. For some mysterious reason, it won't work. So get a hold of me, guys. I can help you guys get work. And thanks to Reggie and Mitch for having me on. And I'm sure I will see you guys very soon.
Yeah,
Roxanne, as always, a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Don't
And
be
if
a
you have any
stranger.
comments for Roxanne, go ahead and put it in the comment section. And even if it's after the broadcast, we'll go ahead and make sure she gets the question and answers you back.
Exactly.
And if anybody here watches Mike's Needs Appliance Bootcamp podcast, I'm going to be on that today. So you guys can also find me there. And I also have a YouTube, Tech Talk with Rocks. You can find me at Tech Talk with Rocks on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. My first and most recent video was starring the one and only Reggie Williams. So go ahead and check that out.
That was great, man. That was a great video. Sneed is Sneed is a good friend of mine, man. He's that's gonna be
he's in
the good show. Yeah. So with all that said, we'll let Mitch take over. Thank you, Roxanne. Appreciate you again.
All right, guys.
Oops, sorry. So I cut you off too early. Go ahead.
I'm out. Bye-bye.
See
ya. So great stuff. So Mitch, go ahead and take over, brother. And we look forward to all the knowledge you're dropping. And you guys don't forget to whatever platform you're viewing this on, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the algorithm. Also, that's a way of you getting reminders on the next broadcast. We do something every week, and we got some in-person stuff coming up. So to stay tuned with that. And don't forget to go to encompass.com, scroll down, click the training tab to see our scheduled trainings. All right, we'll see you.
One of the things that you need to remember is on there's a tab at the top, and you can look at this month's, and then you can look at next month's of what's coming up.
Right. So let me go ahead and just pull that up. Un momento.
Por favor.
Un momento. Por favor. All right. So you go to encompass.com. Boom. Now on a mobile, you got to scroll, do a little scrolling, but on a PC, it's on the second row here. You see my screen, Mitch?
Yes.
Awesome. And even here, you got to scroll down, and you'll see on the left-hand side, it'll show May classes. It'll show June classes. June hasn't been released yet for registration. All this is absolutely free. We do ask for you to register. That way, it helps us track the number of people in the classes, and that's the currency to keep the classes going on a regular basis. So.
Hey, Reggie, the only thing I'm seeing right now is a picture of the website. I don't. Whenever you click, it didn't go through. There it is.
Yeah, it'll open up a new tab. Thanks. All right, start over. So you click on the training tab, scroll down, and on the left-hand side here, you have May and June. And you can see the classes for June. Some of them are available, some of them are not. We do have June release. And you can go ahead and pre-register. And it's great to register. That way you get alerts and reminders on when the classes are, when they start. Everything's free of charge. And so this is Encompass' way of giving back to the industry. So definitely do business with suppliers that invest back in you. So any other questions, you know how to reach me. Just put in Google # lean on your rep. And also my information scrolling below. You can call and text me. With that said, Mitch, drop the knowledge, brother.
All right, guys. Let's get to where we were going. Hey, we want to hang for a second? Oh, he done left. You want to hang for a second? You want to run through the since we're going to be on the Encompass? You want to talk about Easy Stock?
Yeah, I'll breeze through so we get to the content. Yeah, go ahead and do it, man, so we get to the content.
Right.
But yeah, Easy Stock. Go to your app store. I guess I'm doing it anyway. Hang on. Easy Stock. Just go to your app store, and it's a free truck inventory management app. So if this will help save you time shuffling through bins. This is good. You have multiple techs, or if you're a lone wolf tech with one truck, guess what? I know you got a pile of stuff in the garage. Your garage can be a truck. So when you're out in the field, you know what's in the truck, what might be home in the garage. And you can also order from the app. So go to your app store, put in Easy Stock, and give it a try. Any questions, let me know.
Okay.
See ya.
So one of the other things you can do is you can go ahead and visit. If you go to YouTube, there's the web address for the YouTube video for Easy Stock. Like Reggie said, like I have said, if you ever heard anything from me, you know what? I wish I had this whenever I was in the technician. If I had this, it would have made my life so much easier. One of the things you always have is, I know I got the part in my truck. I know I did. What happened to it? Where did it go? Well, Easy Stop helps you with all of that. This is an absolutely free app. It doesn't cost you a dime. You can even buy parts from somewhere else and put them into Easy Stop. I mean, Encompass is here for you to help you make money. That's all Encompass is trying to help you make some money. So if you can, go ahead. I mean, download it and try it out. Okay. So we're going to sit and we're going to talk about the Samsung Icemaker today. Okay. If you didn't make it to Encompass Day, I did this class in Encompass Day. It was very successful on Encompass Day. We sat and we had a good discussion on Encompass Day about all the issues that everybody is seeing with this ice maker. Okay, so one of the things that you're going to have to know, because whenever you walk into this refrigerator, if you've got a call and my ice maker quit working, you're going to have to probably 99 times out of 100, you are going to have a manual defrost done. So doing that, I need to know what the dispenser buttons mean on the panel. Okay. So then I have to check the ice maker to see if it needs to be replaced, or if I can just get back and have it do its thing and work after the forced defrost. Okay. I'm going to put it into a forced defrost. I will spit it out in a minute. And after I do that, if something happens and I need to remove the ice maker, I can do that. And we're going to touch on reinstallation of the ice maker. Okay. So the right side dispenser assembly buttons. Okay. By touching the ice maker power button, you can turn the ice maker on and off. If you hold it for 3 seconds, you're going to lock the dispenser. Okay. That means the kids can't come in and punch it and get water and get ice out of it and it fall all over the floor. May not be one of the kids. It can be. I had a friend that had a super smart dog, and the dog learned how to mash the ice maker dispenser button and get himself a piece of ice whenever he wanted it. He discovered that by actually showing up, and there was water on the floor, and he called me and said, "Hey, I need you to come and fix my refrigerator. I've got water all over the floor." Come to find out, it was the dog. The dog was really good. So that will, like I said, that will lock everything down. And then if you press the button again for 3 seconds, it'll return it back to normal operation. Okay. By pressing the refrigerator button, you can actually raise and lower the temperature in the refrigerator. The same thing happens to adjust the temperature in the freezer. If you hold the button for 3 seconds, it activates power cool. Okay. So whenever I'm a consumer and I am actually helping my parents out right now, and they just got back from the grocery store, and they were like, well, we just bought a ton of groceries to put both in the freezer and in the refrigerator. You know, what can we do? This is a couple of months ago. So I told them, you know what? If you hold the refrigerator button for 3 seconds, you get a little indicator that says that you're in power cool. If you do the same thing for the freezer, you now are in power freeze. Okay. So I can use this whenever I have a large buying of groceries. If something happens and one of the kids leave the door open, you can actually do the same thing and get it cool for a little bit time. Okay. So use this anytime the door is open for an extended period of time. That's basically whenever you use it. Okay. The center button allows the light to be switched on and off. If you hold it for 3 seconds, it will change the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. You know, there are some customers that are from Great Britain and they like Celsius. Then you go ahead and you can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and the customer can be happy with what they've got. Okay, let's talk about the left side dispenser. Okay, so if I depress the freeze button, it allows for adjustment of the temperature in the freezer. Okay, if I hold it for 3 seconds, it turns on the power freeze, just like we had talked about before with the power cool. If the center button allows for a chime when the door is open. Okay, if you hold that button for 3 seconds, it activates the filter reset. So that's something that the customer needs to know. And if something happens and you ask the customer and they say, "Hey, I haven't changed my water filter," and you need to change the water filter, you have to reset it, or else they're going to get that little button that tells them that they need to change the water filter. If you walk in and it's got that on, you're going to ask them, "Hey, you want me to go ahead and change your water filter while I am here?" You're going to need it because you're going to need to reactivate the filter reset. Okay. What exactly is an energy saver? Okay. Everybody hears energy saver on the button. The energy saver activates a mullion heater. Here in the South, it is you need an energy saver. I still have my house in Daytona Beach, Florida. Mine stays on all the time. If I don't, what happens is I get moisture around the outside of the door. So that mullion heater makes it so that it doesn't sweat. If I turn that off and it starts to sweat, I can actually cause the unit to start causing. I can cause the unit. I'll spit it out in a minute. I will make that will make the moisture, and it will lead to a rust around the refrigerator. Okay, so here's what I need to do if I'm going to check the ice maker. Okay, so if I'm going to check the ice maker sensor, I'm going to go to the number 3 white, as you see here in this plug, and I'm also going to go to the number 4 white. Okay, I'm going to compare the temperature after you measure it. Okay, if I'm going to try and do the ice maker sensor voltage. Okay, if I have a question about voltage, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go between 0.6 on the PCB and the white, which is shown here on the diagram. So you just want to make sure that you're getting the right voltage through the ice maker. So the common PCB to the ground of the if you see it right there, it's showing right there the other leg of that. So I've got one leg on the I'm gonna measure between the white, the number 4 white. Okay, check the number 6 white, and then go to the heat shrink to get the negative side. So you move that. Okay. So whenever I get in here, I can already tell you, I just had to do this to my parents' house 2 nights ago. My dad, the ice maker just quit working. It looked exactly like this one does right here. Okay. Ice had gotten jammed up into the ice maker. It had where the refrigeration bar that is on the bottom of the ice maker, it literally froze all of that up. I couldn't get the bucket out. So what did I have to do? I had to go ahead and I had to put it into force defrost. So after I put it through force defrost, I try to get that ice maker bucket out. If I can't do it again, I'm going to have to redo the force defrost a second time. Okay. The problem is force defrost can run anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour. It's all part of the board. So if I'm unable to pull the bucket out, okay, the ice bucket, if I can't get that out, which I couldn't 2 nights ago, I had to put it in force defrost twice. Okay. Luckily, I'm living here right now with my parents till they get better. I am going to I'll be helping them. I see that there are some things that I'm gonna take to my buddy over at Samsung, and I'm gonna put a list together and send this to him and ask him to please have his engineers check this out, because I think part of the problem that they got is they tell you that they can see light around the ice maker area. Okay, that's what one of the bulletins was. Okay, I don't think that's the problem. My dad's ice maker is in the refrigerator section. Okay, if I open the door to the to where the ice maker is, if I open that left-hand door, I can see it dripping. Okay, there's no way that it seals whenever that door closes over that ice maker. It's not sealing, and even though the door itself has the flap that closes, they're constantly sucking warm air over that one area, and it's causing the problem that you see right here. Okay, this, as it starts to build up ice, build up this moisture. Oops, I apologize about that. I touched it. It builds up moisture on that right hand side, and then it causes those ice cubes to stick. And you get this whole thing on the right. You can see that there are about 6 pieces of ice that are hung up. Okay. One of the other things that I have seen is that if you look at the very back of where the motor is, you can see some ice right there. So you have to go and find that and seal that off. Evidently, there is a place that is sucking air, and it's causing, whenever it pulls it across the ice maker, there's a refrigerant line that runs right in the bottom of the ice maker. Okay, you have to be very careful whenever you're defrosting it, and if something happens and you try to yank this ice maker out, you can break that refrigerant line, and you bought a whole refrigerator. That is not just a one-time deal here. I can just yank the ice maker out and get it to work. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna force it to go into a force defrost mode. Okay, we're gonna watch it whenever I get done. Okay, I should be able to pull the ice maker out. Some of the times you can, some of the times you can't. Okay, I'm going to separate the ice maker from the refrigeration tube. before trying to remove the ice maker itself. Okay. If the line ruptures, you have to replace the whole refrigerator. That's what I've been trying to point. I've been trying to get across. So how do I put this ice maker in forced defrost? Okay. At the very top left is the freezer. Okay. In the center is the lighting. Okay. I'm going to press and hold simultaneously the freezer button and the lighting button. I'm going to hold that for about 6 to 8 seconds. Depends. By holding that for 8 seconds, you're going to get a beep, and then you know that you're in forced defrost. Okay. If something happens and I don't want it to last, and for some reason I figured, oh, okay, I've got it. I think that's been long enough, and I want to take it out of forced defrost. I'm just going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to hold the freezer button and the lighting button simultaneously, and that will take it out of the forced defrost. Okay. So whenever I'm putting it into the forced defrost, I'm going to hold that button. Once that button beeps, you're going to get a beep. You'll then have to scroll through the modes by pushing the lighting button, okay, until you reach an FD in the display, okay? You will need, depending on how iced over it is, like I said, it'll run anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. My parents ran for a full about hour and 40 minutes before it ever kicked off. Okay. It went for an hour. It didn't, I still wasn't able to remove the bucket. So I had to put it back into a forced defrost. Okay. If you're unable to remove the bucket, or it's still not defrosted enough for you to get through there and pull it out, then you're going to have to either do a manual. That's about the only thing you can do, is do another manual defrost. Or you can tell them, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm going to have to come back. Now, here is what this ice maker looks like whenever it's brand new. Okay. This one right here is how I'm going to get to it. And it's a whole lot easier for me to show you on the one that has never been, that doesn't need to be removed. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one screw out that's on the bottom right-hand side. Okay. Once I remove that screw, it's at a 45-degree angle, so at least you can get to it and turn it around, or you can take the screw out. Once I remove that screw, I have a tray that I keep, and I put my screw in my tray so that I can find it. Once I remove that screw, I can pull that whole unit. I grab my fingers on the section right there at the very top. I pull it to me. Okay, whenever I pull that to me, it'll pop. There's a little there. Whenever you pull it, you'll be able to hear it. You kind of hear it release. Then you'll be able to move that out of the way. It's going to expose the wiring harness. I'm going to separate the plug by depressing the tab that's on it. And guys, I have a class that is about 3.5 to 4 hours long. I had to shorten this because of our time that we have. So I just want you to know that there is a class that for this whole thing. Okay. So I'm gonna now that I have this all exposed, okay, I'm going to remove this one screw in that first picture at the bottom. Okay. So after I've done that, if something happens and I still need something to be able to defrost, I can't get this little tab down to remove it. I'm going to have to go to plan B, and I'm going to have to get my steamer out and steam it a little bit so that I can at least get this down. Because what happens is it will actually freeze. It will freeze that refrigerant line that goes through the ice maker there. It will freeze, and if you break it, like I said, you bought it. Please be very careful. Don't break that refrigerant line. Otherwise, you're going to end up with buying a whole new refrigerator because you can't fix it. Okay. So I'm going to remove that screw that's highlighted in blue there on the bottom, on the left side. Okay. After I do that, I'm going to push down on the duct. You can see right there where you're pushing down on the duct on the right-hand side. Okay. Once I do that, I have now exposed that refrigerant line. I have that refrigerant line highlighted because that's the one, if you mess it up, you bought a refrigerator. The boss, and if you're the boss, you hate yourself because this you've just ruined the whole refrigerator. It's not just the ice maker that goes bad. It's the whole refrigerator that's bad. Okay. So now that I've done that, I can now that I have removed all the screws and I've dropped it down, I can punch the little tab there at the very top that's in blue. You can see that. I can pull the ice maker down. I can pull it forward and down just a little bit so that I can disengage the tabs. Okay. I literally, what I do is whenever I pull it out, I use my other hand and make sure that I am not, I'm not yanking on that refrigeration line. Okay. If I do, I can damage that refrigeration line. And like I said, now you haven't bought an ice maker, you bought a whole refrigerator. Okay. So after I have pulled this forward and down a little bit, it has a bottom on the bottom. I can pull this out very carefully. I can remove the ice maker from the refrigerator. Okay. And the ice maker is now, I got it in my hand. Okay. So when the ice maker is removed, since you got it removed, this is what it looks like. Okay. One of the things that Samsung said that you needed to do, and I have talked to everybody at a Compass Day, and we actually had a training on it. This line that comes in, that the water comes in on, you have to make sure that it is spaced properly. If it is not spaced properly, you can spray the water. And if that water sprays, now you've got the same problem in the ice maker, and it causes it to fill up the bin. Okay. And we have the same problem that we had. Okay. So before replacing the ice maker, I'm going to inspect my fill tube. Okay. At this distance, you want to make sure that it's right. Okay. If the unit has a fill tube inserted correctly, once you see that, you can tell right there that one is inserted properly. Okay. If not, you need to adjust the fill tube length. Okay. If that's not positioned properly, I'm going to have to go to the back of the refrigerator and remove the screws to do that. So I have to be very careful to make sure that I don't damage the floor. So I have got to put flooring protection down and pull the refrigerator out, making sure that I don't have any water lines that I'm gonna cause damage to the water line. So I've got to make sure that water line is good to go. So after I do that, I come to the back here. Okay. I'm going to have to remove that tape. If you look on the bottom right, you can tell that the tape is on. Okay. Right here, I'm going to have to take out the two screws here. I'm going to take the one at the top and the one at the bottom. I can then adjust my fill line in or out. Okay. Remove this. So I can depress the locking tab by the small flat bladed screwdriver so that I can slide it in and out. After I make my adjustments and I go to the front side of the refrigerator and look at it, and I make sure that it's ready, I can put the screws back in. You may have to take a piece of tape and tape it over it. You need to make sure that the tape actually helps hold the fill line in there. So it put the tape back on it. There's a reason that it's on there. Okay. Once I do this, I'm ready to reinstall the ice maker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide the ice maker into the tray housing until it clicks. When the tabs are engaged, be careful not to damage the refrigerant line. I can't tell you how many times I have to I have worried about damaging the refrigeration line because of this ice maker. Okay. I removed the refrigerant line to the bottom of the ice maker housing. I'm going to reinstall. Then after I do that, I'm going to push it back up. We'll make sure that if you look at that ice maker itself, you can actually see that there's little slots that fits in. I'll make sure that those are pressed up and that it's put in the right spot. Okay. I'm going to, at that time, I'm going to, after I've made sure that refrigerant line has been put back in properly, I'm going to reinstall the duct tray and remove install the screw that's outlined in red there. Okay. I'm going to route the harness and click the harness together by depressing the tab. Okay. I'm going to put the wiring back into place. You have to kind of move it around a little bit. After I do that, I'm going to slide that cover back in. Whenever I slide that cover back in, you'll be able to feel it slide in and click. Okay. I want to make sure that I press it over. I can find where my screw hole is, put my screw in. I install my cover and my screw. I install the ice maker bucket and have the customer throw away the first 2 batches of ice. Always. This is no different than any other ice maker. They all are coated with a small little vegetable coating. It won't hurt anybody, but it makes it a god-awful taste. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? Like I said, we had shortened this class so that we got everything in. I just want to make sure that we all are good to go. I hope that you have enjoyed this class. Does anybody have any questions? This class will also be available on Encompass, the website, so you can go back and look at it. If you need a refresher, I would tell you to keep it with you and make sure that you're all set for this. One last time, does anybody have any questions? You can type them into the comment section. Last time. It wouldn't do you any good. The problem that you've got is that's not what the problem is. Usually it's the ice maker itself. There's some issue with the ice maker that you have to replace. This ice maker, you can actually take this ice maker apart and replace just the tray. So you don't really need the ice maker. You can't really, it's of no use. I mean, if you want to keep one and fix it up so that you can put it in the next one, yeah, but you've got to order the tray from Encompass or wherever you buy your parts from. And whenever those trays come, they already have a coating on them. Does anybody else have any questions? Great question, though. Going once. Going twice. Okay, guys. Have a great day. Thank you for your participation. And we will see you on Tuesday if you have signed up. Otherwise, we'll see you next Thursday. Everybody have a wonderful week and rest of your week. And please be safe out there. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.